Let's talk about the NISI Athena Primes. Right out of the box, I honestly was impressed, and I am still just as impressed, if not more impressed, after having used them on a few different projects. But if you don't know me, maybe you're new to the channel, well, in that case, my name is Brady. Welcome back, and also welcome to my parents' house because I'm here visiting them right now. But I wanted to hammer this video out because these are lenses I'm really excited about. So I'm very grateful that NISI sent me a demo set of the Athena Prime kit, which consists of a 14mm, a 25mm, 35mm, 50mm, and an 85mm. And I think there may be some more to come in the future, but I'm not quite sure. But I got a chance to use this lens set on a film that I shot, also some various other smaller projects as well. So I really got to get the full experience of what it's like to use these lenses. And again, I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm impressed. They are fantastic lenses, I love them. And I just have this hunch that this set is gonna be kind of my go-to cine lens set for all of my Sony cameras. So everybody's kind of got their own use for lens sets that they buy. For me, I need something that's a good go-to kit, kind of a do-all lens set, and this I really do believe is that. I'll say that NISI did a great job of getting this clean, sharp lens set. A lot of people are kind of going this vintage route or the soft route, which I think might be like kind of an excuse for not having clean, sharp lenses, but that is not the case with the Athenas. They have a great, clean, sharp look that really does all, and then me having my filmic style, I've got the ability to soften it up and break it up with, say, like mist filters, smoke filters, diffusion, stuff like that. And the Athenas have great micro contrast, which if you don't know what it means, it's kind of like it makes the image feel 3D and lifelike and really brings out a lot of the fine details. And as you guys know, if you do know me, you know I've kind of got like a soft filmic style, we'll call it. I'm definitely not clean and sharp. So on the short film that I shot last week and a few of the other pickup projects, I myself put like a quarter mist filter or an eighth mist filter, kind of a back and forth of those, just to soften it up and get a little bit more of that filmic look. But if you want to, you can still get that clean, sharp look by taking that off. That's just my personal little spice that I put on it. So taking them out of the box, let's talk about the form factor. I wish I had them with me, but they were a demo set and I had to send them back before I traveled. I'm sad about it already. But taking them out, the build quality was the first thing that had me impressed. It just felt really nice. It felt rugged in your hand. It felt like a strong lens that is gonna hold up an actual film production. It didn't feel cheap or plasticky. And that's important to me. I want a lens that feels really good, but also the size of them is very compact. They're cute and tiny, they're adorable, they look great on your camera, and just, they're so fun. And also additionally with the size, they're all the same size. So on this film, we're using a swing away matte box. It was easy to just pop open the matte box, pop off the lens, swing it back open, and everything is the same size, everything is the same filter thread as well. So if you're just screwing on filters, it's all a 77mm filter thread. So you can just pop it off of one lens, throw it on the other one as well. And there you go. The form factor is easy. Every lens is the same. And additionally, all the markings, the iris markings and stuff are on both sides. So for the camera operator and your camera, your first AC, you'll both be able to see from both sides. It's just those little things where thought you can see was put into. I feel like I'm talking fast. I genuinely am excited. Yet, like, yes, they sent me the demo set. They're not telling me to say anything. I've kind of got free reign for whatever I want to say, but I'm really excited about these lenses. So for speed, they're very fast lenses. You get a very shallow depth of field, especially on full frame. You've got on 4 of the lenses, on the 25, 35, 50, and 85, you've got a T1.9, which is very shallow and very soft. I don't need any softer than that. And then on the 14, I believe it's a 2.4. So a little bit slower just because, you know, it's hard to get a lens that wide that fast. But definitely you still get enough depth of field and it still looks very nice. And they're very sharp, even wide open at 1.9 or 2.4, they're all very sharp throughout the whole range. So it's not like wide open, you get that really bad ghosting or anything like that. It just still looks very nice. And then even with stuff like focus breathing, there's very minimal, if any, focus breathing. So if you don't know what that is, it's like when you focus the lens, it almost looks like the lens zooms, just because of the elements moving inside. This lens does not have that. And me being me, I like shooting wide open with my lenses. I like shooting at 1.9, 2.4, 2.8, and getting a shallow depth of field. And the bokeh on this looks really nice. It's a lot of, I don't know how many blades there are, but there's a lot of blades in there. So all of the bokeh looks round even when you're stopped down, and just, it looks very creamy. It almost has like this cool fringiness I noticed to the bokeh, not in a bad way, but like in a tasteful way. It's kind of got this cool ghosty roll off in the bokeh, making it kind of smooth and creamy. Almost maybe in the direction of like the DZO Vespid Primes, just having that kind of buttery bokeh depth of field. So something for me, I really, really liked seeing that. And then on top of that, when you put like a mist filter and a haze on it, it just looks really nice and it's got a cool film look. And then I can ruin it all with a bunch of grain and halation and stuff like that because I do that. But again, it's just my style to cut up and break up the lens and add some sort of filtration on top of it. With all of that aside, the lenses are sharp and they're very clean and they don't have any vignetting or fringing on the edges. I'll say the 14 has a little bit of vignetting on the outsides. It gets a little bit darker, but it's in a way tasteful. It's not bad, and the lens itself isn't crazy warped and distorted. So yes, you do get vignetting, but things on the edges don't feel really weird and wide and stretched, which is really important when you're running on a 14. And quite honestly, I don't know what happened to me in the past like couple months, but I'm a Dutch guy now. I like taking lenses like a 14 or a 16 and just going really weird in Dutch, in angled. I don't know, it feels crazy, call me wild. I never thought in like the 12 years of me using cameras I'd ever like a Dutch angle, but here we are using a 14 for Dutches and loving it. So maybe if you're gonna buy one of these lenses, get that and go Dutch. And then the last thing of many that I'm very impressed about is the close focus. Holy shit. Let's go a little closer. Get me to the close and I'll walk in from there. Are you serious, dude? You're all the way close right now? That's insane. That's wild. You don't need a diopter for this. You don't need anything. You don't need to zoom in. The close focus on this, especially the 25 and 35, is crazy. It's like you're like right here next to your subject, whatever it is you're shooting. So I think that the close focus is a huge thing because especially with these wides, I like these weird close focus wide angle shots a lot lately. So getting that with the 14, the 25, and the 35, it gives you a lot of options to get some cool angles and really cool perspectives that just feel really fun and exciting, all thanks to the close focus. So that's a really, really impressive factor of this. Honestly, I'm genuinely impressed with these lenses. I'm really excited to use them. It just looks sick. The whole build out on my FX6 looks so cool with like the matte box and the lens and the Condor blue cage and all of that stuff. It just looks fun, and who doesn't like a nice rig build that looks super cool and professional? And even if we don't know what we're doing, we still have a cool rig that makes it look like we know what we're doing. So the Athenas, I think that they're an awesome full frame lens kit. I'm really excited about them. I'm really impressed with what NISI has done. And you know, that's all. I just wanted to share this with you. I think it's a great owner-operator do-all spherical set, especially as I'm assuming they add more focal lengths to the line. It'll only get better and better. So I'm gonna leave everything down below as well for you to check out all of the nitty-gritty details and the lens tests and all of that stuff, because I'm not good at the technical side of things. I just like a lens and use it because it looks good. But that's all. Other than that, I took a month off of YouTube. I haven't ever done that, and I think it felt good. I think I have energy. I hope I'm doing this right. It's like you break a routine and I don't even know how to do this. But you know, all is well. Coming into the holiday season, and I want to come hang out with you guys again more on the YouTubes, on the interwebs, and do this. So I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I've got cool lenses to play with, and that is all. So in other news, I'll see you guys next time, and bye-bye.